Greetings everyone, welcome to another yet again video of Touring with Nick C. And today we venture, of course, the, I would say, unique town of East Anglia, and it's not known to many. It is a town in Suffolk called Haverhill in the UK. Let's take a look a little bit further. Well, you join me here in my own town of Haverhill here, which is the MP of Nick Timothy, but never mind all that. We're here to actually, of course, show you a little bit of Haverhill, what it's like here in the winter. Of course, behind me is the famous fish and chip shop, and it's not the only one in the town, Benny's Barbecue. And of course, yeah, I've known Vangelli for a very, very long time, and a shout out to Eleanor as well, and the team of Benny's. And of course, there's other chip shops to mention later on down the line, but yeah, I just don't want it to be about one chip shop. But yeah, you've got all sorts of things around here, and if I turn my camera around up here, of course, you've got the Town Hall Art Centre, which is also a cafe. They run a number of shows. We'll talk about that on a later video and do a little bit more research on that. And look at the patterns on this, really amazing. So up in this direction is the Royal Exchange. I think they do food in there, and they have a pool table in there. Look at the patterns on this. Well, looks like a door, but it's not. There's two doors on each side here. They do have a stage inside where, of course, theatre is laid. There is a takeaway store up there, which we'll check out on a later video. Down there used to be the old White Hart, which is changed into something else. It used to be there on the right there. Look at that sunset down there. Isn't it just purely amazing? You've got CO's kitchen just over here. I might actually check them out at some point. I am so desperate to go in there and check their food out, because they promote on the We Love Haverhill group a lot. And you've got your convenience store down there. I've never literally checked out. You know, I've been in this town for a long time. Well, not literally living there, but there you go. You've got, of course, different advertising stuff that's on, which is like Bye Bye Baby, if you've heard of that, and of course the taking the trip to the cinema at the Haverhill Art Centre just here, and scan the QR code to see what's on, which is this kind of code here. If I zoom in, then you'll know exactly what I'm talking about. You've got a little Riding Hood showing here at that sort of time. If you're watching in the future, they'll be obsolete. There's a couple of hairdressers in this area here, and there's also, of course, the Indian restaurant and takeaway at the Three Kings of Country. Johnny Cash, Hank Williams, and Jim, whatever it said there, and join the mailing list to find out, of course, the shows on offer. So if you want to see the latest shows on offer, then of course scan the QR code for more details there. And you've got the zone for your kids there. 2 stories of soft play, laser tag, dodgeball, football, birthday parties, and so on. We're talking about birthday parties there. Glasswells has been here for many years. There's Vangelli in there. Well, he's just hiding in the back there. There he is. Yeah, go and grab yourself some fish and chips here, because it is definitely 10 out of 10 in my opinion. You've got the works down there. Got a few empty shops which need filling up, but yeah, you've got your pizza place. You've also got, of course, Route 66, which has recently been sort of changed hands recently, because the owners originally have sold out and changed it over to new owners. And you've got Europa here. It always looks like it's shut, but it's actually not. You can see someone's coming out there. It's called Europa there. I've never gone inside to check out the finest food off license. If anyone knows what off license means, let me know in the comments. So look at this historic building here. It's been here ever since I grew up, and of course there is ways backstage. I don't know if they do backstage tours, probably don't. You might get them in like the Theatre Royal and Best Evans, but I couldn't even get a backstage tour of Best Evans the Apex. But yeah, I find that really odd, but there you go. Maybe there's reasons for that. I was thinking of trying this out at some point. Look at that. These are samples of what's on offer. What you can get, of course. Chicken kebabs and things like that. Look at that. You can get fries for $3.99. That's quite reasonable. And burgers and all that kind of thing. And your kids' stuff that's just here. I'll probably try and get a menu at some point, so that's just a rough idea of what they've got here. And you've got the Haverhill post office, which is now over here. This used to be Henderson's many years ago, and Fowler's back in the day. And the post office used to be further down there, which we'll show maybe in another video. This is what it looks like. Wonder how old that bike is. This is what they do here. It's because we haven't got an actual cash machine bank anymore. The only one is at the moment in Iceland, and Tesco's on the other side of the town in that direction. It's the only cash machines we've got down here. We've got Costa Coffee, but I'm not allowed in there apparently. But anyway, hopefully I do get a chance to go in there if they let me. I can't say for obvious reasons why. It's all in the past basically. So yeah, we've got the Suffolk Hotel further down there, which you can stay the night, and further on down the other side of the Haverhill is Queen Street, and you've got the likes of the Woolpack and the Rose and Crown, which we'll probably check out on another video. So make sure you're tuning into that, and you've got your lovely flowers around here as well. Black Friday seems to be every week now. 60% off there of Glasswell's stuff there. You can have an idea of what they've got inside. The nose. Maybe they'll show me around there to see what they've got on offer. I'm sure somebody would be delighted to show me what kind of stuff. That would be very interesting to do a video in there with permission. You've got Car Factory and theworks.co.uk. That used to be William Hill betting shop. Still got this one here. And you've got Papa John's pizza here. If anyone wants to check out a £12 large pizza. I was surprised to see one of these here. I thought only Cambridge or a main city would get one. Lots of kids riding around on bikes at the moment. You can see that in the distance there. This is Jubilee Walk here, famous Jubilee Walk. Well, some people might call it famous. And there's a clock over there. And a few benches to sit on if you need to. If you want to warm your bum up. And it's not snowing, by the way. The gritters have been around though. So, of course, we're going to leave it at that. I've got my hat on to keep myself warm. Pound stretcher is just down here, just behind me. So, yeah, I thought it's somebody I knew there. Haven't seen anyone I know yet. And it's Friday. So, yeah, Pound stretcher is just down here, and that's quite a valuable shop to use. And they have Christmas stuff in there and all that kind of thing. They've got Christmas stuff in here as well. And the Car Factory, which is the only place pretty much has cards for sale at a reasonable price. And they probably have cards in the works as well. I've not really been in there to know, so I just presume they do. But yeah, I'll tell you all about that on another video. Keep you all in suspense. Oh yeah, you've got the link. I just wanted to mention that. And of course, Wanted to say as well, down the road, which is literally behind me there, down in that direction, Nicam has gone, or Nicom, yeah, I got to pronounce it right. Nicom has moved to the industrial estate of, I think it's Homefield Road, near Hollands Road, that kind of thing. I find it a bit daft that they couldn't keep the one that they've got here open, but those people got problems with their laptops. But that's another thing altogether. But thank you very much indeed for watching here, reporting live from Haverhill in Suffolk. Well, live as a live. But yeah, really do appreciate your time. I'm going to go and get myself a warm cup of tea in Greg's, which I am then going to finish my video here. But don't forget, if you like the video and you want more of this kind of thing, do let me know in the comments. If you want me to do a town or city near you, let me know. We've got the time stamp here and where I am, so I've got proof here. Okay, I can't film any further, so of course please like and subscribe and share this video wherever possible and whatever platform you're on. And one thing I always will say, we'll carry on promoting the community for you. It's nice to get out and about because, you know, sometimes the internet can be very addictive, like a drug or alcohol. You don't want too much of it, but you always refer back to it when you feel a little bit more relaxed and you finish your breather, which is what I'm doing here. My hands are getting cold, so I've got to say goodbye. But yeah, we'll carry on hopefully promoting the community for you. So next time, take care, and we'll be back. Before you can say the words, are you back already? We'll leave you with the Friday edition of Haverhill in Suffolk.